Okay, here we go. We're recording. Starting the
Okay.
timer. Good morning. So
Good morning.
this is this is an experiment and a practice at using this technology. And this is my darling sweetheart Heather, and she is 150 miles away from me down in that way on the coast. And I'm up in the mountains, and this is a way that we get to do videos together when we're not together. So we will see how these evolve and where they go and what kind of topics we come up with. But this morning we are attempting to talk about our stress and our fear and our anxiety around being entrepreneurs, and both right now starting something new. I haven't the slightest idea what my niche is right now. I have some general direction, and then also Heather, you, hi.
Hi.
um, seem you've already got a business, successful business, and you are looking to expand that business, and you've got a lot of things in the works, and we both seem to suffer from the
What the
complexity.
fuck am I gonna do?
Yeah, what the hell are we going to do? Turn this up a little bit. Okay, so now I can hear you better. So yeah, so what we were talking about, I wanted to see if we could tie in. I don't know if it ties in. I don't remember what that dude, Garen Jones, was talking about, but does it tie in at all to this or not?
Well, I think it all does because he was talking a lot about, changing our thinking from living in fear and blame and victim mentality to living in empowerment.
Yes. Yeah. So you were telling me this morning how anxious you were feeling about, especially last night and a little less this morning, about how how you're scattered a bit and you need to be focused. And well, what have you got on that? And what is it that you're doing, and where your interest lies right now with your business, and how are you getting pulled around by, and what are you getting pulled around by? What's your concern primarily here?
So I think we're really similar in that we both have a tendency to have trouble committing to staying on track and following through. And I've been doing hair for 14 years, and I'm working on building my wedding business and doing hair and makeup for weddings. And I have trouble feeling motivated because what I was saying this morning is when I was in school, I just graduated a few years ago with my psychology degree. And when I was in school, I had a teacher or a counselor telling me, this is the class you're taking. This is the assignment you're turning in. And these are the steps to take to get there. And now I'm out on my own and I don't have that. It's up to me. And I feel like at 47 years old, I should kind of have it a little bit more together, and I do not. And so every other day I'm very excited, and every other day I'm terrified and freaking out about whether or not I'm going to actually make it. So.
Right. So some days you're on track and you feel confident and clear on what your direction is for the most part, and then other days you're feeling more just like scattered about, like there's too many things to do and there's too many directions to go in, and oh my God, money's an issue, and what else?
Is that a question?
Yeah, what else is?
What else?
Yeah, what
Okay.
else? What else is? I guess I don't know if we need to amplify the fears, but maybe. I mean, what's your main concern? Oh, you just said that. God, it's early. My brain is sort of working. You said that you had a lot of direction while you were going to school because the structure's there and you've got the coursework set in front of you, where right now this is and that's what I was saying earlier, is the lifestyle of an entrepreneur and is a lot different. You have to create your own course of action and you have to come up with what tasks to do. And we both lately seem to be, I hate to use the coined phrase, but ADD around this stuff because there's so much incredible information and so many great teachers and programs, and we've gotten involved in tons of things lately. And it's like, what the fuck do I do? What do I do? What? And so is that
Right.
what you're saying? It's
Yeah. I feel like I spend my whole day. I mean, there's so many things that I could be getting done. And I get a few of those things done, but I spend the entire day swimming around in all the possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's more a comfortable place for me to be because I'm used to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So maybe we're experiencing an interesting sabotage or the uncertainty or the non-decisiveness around what steps to take, because in that we don't have to progress or not making decisions. It's kind of both of those things maybe for me. Is I don't make decisions because I'm practiced at not making decisions and
Right.
so I'm also not I kind of lost the other part. Maybe it's something about responsibility to myself. I'm not it's hard for me to take responsibility for. It's easier just to kind of play around in a whole lot of different things and never make a damn decision, because if I make a decision I have to work, I have to really get inside and work.
So one of the things that's been really helpful for me lately is remembering, I think it was Seth, what's that guy's name? Seth,
it's not Rogan, that's an actor or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Seth. Yes. Well, anyways, that interview that we both listened to, and he told that guy, nobody's coming. There's no knight in shining armor. There's no savior. Nobody's coming. And I think that's been really important for me to realize that nobody's coming. And it also is, I think unconsciously I've kind of had this belief that it's going to be easy, that somehow I'm going to find the easy route, and it doesn't exist.
Right. Yeah. I think when you say that nobody's coming, I think there's no course that's going to set me on the perfect track. There's no great teacher that's going to come along. You're not going to have the answers for me. It's all, as entrepreneurs, it all becomes solely up to the will and the drive and the motivation and the commitment and the responsibility that I take to create that course, create that track, and take action. And in doing that, I know that what comes is answers to the questions, all the things that I'm looking for, all the guidance, all the direction, and all the activities that are going to help me build the business that I have always wanted, the next business that I've always wanted. But it has to start with me. It's kind of, that all just leads me into self-responsibility. And I know how to be responsible as an entrepreneur and as a successful person, though lately it just seems like the ups and downs have been pretty freaking intense. And does it look like I'm looking directly at you? I'm staring into the
Yeah.
camera. It does. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
want to look
I'm
at you on the
looking at
screen.
you. I don't know what this
So
looks like.
look at me on the screen for a sec.
I am.
Looking at me on the screen right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Because when it doesn't, now look at the camera.
Okay, I'm looking at the
So
camera.
when you're looking at the camera, it looks like you're looking right at me. So this is just technical stuff that we probably don't need to talk about. But anyways, we've already gone over. Go ahead.
I was just thinking about kind of the, I mean, metaphorically and literally, the connection between the way we're talking about our business stuff and how we're pursuing business and entrepreneurship and how we deal with relationship. In that there's some distance there that both of us require. And I think that how we're relating to business is very similar in that it's kind of, we kind of do relationship light, and neither of us have really delved into seriously with commitment a business.
So do you see that between us or your life and relationships? I guess it's just like right now. Right now, that's what we've got. We've got distance in our relationship. And then we're both like figuring out how to get more committed in our business too. So yes, that's a theme that we've got. We've already gone over 10 minutes, so I think it's going to be important to keep these videos to 10 minutes, and we can get more concise and more focused.
Okay.
You got another?
Do you want to hear what I read this morning?
Oh yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm reading from An Illustrated Journey of the Tao Te Ching, my pronunciation, by Stephen Mitchell. So I just open 2 pages randomly in the morning and read them and try to apply them to my life.
Okay.
And I opened to this page this morning, and it says, "He who stands on tiptoe doesn't stand firm. He who rushes ahead doesn't go far. He who tries to shine dims his own light. He who defines himself can't know who he really is. He who has power over others can't empower himself. He who clings to his work will create nothing that endures. If you want to accord with the Tao, just do your job and let go."
That freaking book is so profound. It really is.
Yeah.
It seems like every time we read something from it, just gets me so deep. It's like that to me today means it's kind of the answer to your question this morning before we got on this video, which was, what do I do with the stress and anxiety and fear and expectation that things go a certain way and all of that? What is the answer? It's letting go. It's letting go and trusting. That's what I get.
Acceptance.
Acceptance. Yeah. So, do you mind if we wrap up with this video? So I just want to say that that I love you dearly, and
I love you too.
I feel very, very lucky to have you in my life. And you started our relationship, and then I joined in with the idea on acceptance, and I think we've done a pretty nice job at allowing each other to be who we are and accepting each other for exactly who we are and how we are right here and now. So I'm grateful for that, and I look forward to our next video.
Me too.
I'm going to figure out how to turn this thing off.
Okay.
I'll call you right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.